I first knew David, we met in high school actually. He doesn't remember it, but I met him in 8th grade. So he was a junior. I kind of knew then that he was something pretty special, and we always had kind of a crazy connection, but it never developed into anything more than a friendship.
I don't even mind saying that she followed me around like a little puppy, and I liked it. But I had a crush on her too.
Like a lot of people, you know, he graduated, we lost contact over the years. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, for Facebook, because that's how we got reacquainted.
She told me that she was having lunch with David Ulrich, and I'm like, the David Ulrich? Yeah. From the first time they went to have lunch, it was all she talked about.
She'd been in some long-term relationships and just never really had any romance in her life, and wondered what it would be like to be in love in a movie. So I knew leaving the first date, this is how I'm going to propose to this woman. She knew that I was going to be asking her soon because she knows that I can't wait. And Jody had been saying for weeks, you don't have to spend one nickel. You don't have to plan anything. Just ask me. I promise you'll like the answer. So then I knew I had to do something great. Okay, better get to work. Coming up with the idea for the proposal was a piece of cake because she loves romance movies, and I'm a big fan of the old, you know, true romance comes from the movies from the 40s and 50s. I mean, those people knew how to make movies, right? And Jody and I are also really big fans of Friends. I think we know every single line. Their engagement scene between Chandler and Monica was filled with hundreds of candles, so that had to have an element.
More candles. More candles.
I agree with Chris and Nicole that the candles should be behind us. I mean, for a great shot, and start bringing the candles down. I just want them to still fly. Would that be more visually appealing, that everything's flying? The candles will be illuminated in the dry ice, and then we'll be in the spotlight.
I'm going to make sure that it's the most romantic gesture I could possibly think of.
We were just kids when we fell in love. Go, go, Bows.
You got it. I love this because I used to do tech in here too, so I'm glad you and I, we're going to be like this, right?
I knew about it a month ago, and it was like, how do I keep my mouth shut when I talk to Jody? David came up to my sister's farm last Wednesday to ask Al permission.
I'm in Wisconsin. What? Wisconsin? What are you doing there? I'm crossing state borders. I gotta go ask Jody's dad for permission to marry his daughter. Let's hope he says yes.
That was the first time I'd seen him in 23 years. I'm ecstatic.
I'll be right here. X marks the spot.
I've never seen him like this before in my life. He's gaga over her.
I'm going to start crying. We'll dry our eyes for a minute.
You did such a fabulous job here on this engagement. I was overwhelmed.
When is someone turning this on?
See? See how much I forgot? I've never starred in and directed my own show before. It's, I know I'm missing something, like forgetting to invite Jody to be here.
Putting the event together was all about getting the right people involved. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I wanted her to experience, so now I have to start hiring the right people to help.
Everybody, up in the booth is Shannon.
Found my favorite producer, director, show caller, Shannon Pierce, who actually cut my teeth on my very first event. So that was actually very special and important to me that she was there calling the show.
It show's yours. I'm just an actor now.
Tech director who put the stage together with me was our tech director in high school, so he and I go back, 25 years, so that was really great, and he's phenomenal at his job. Gary Zender playing his role, having a line in it was super important. This thing is a tight 4 minutes and 20 seconds, so everything has to be done on cue. It's got to be tight, it's got to be right. So trusting who's going to be making sure the candles come in on time, who's going to make sure the dry ice is going out on time. If the first cue doesn't happen, this thing is a nightmare.
Walk her over. As soon as you get here and I see you go down, I'm bringing that music down. Okay, so
Yep.
now there's nothing but you.
Honestly, we'd spent so many weeks putting this thing together. Late nights, overnights, it was a significant amount of time and effort that I absolutely loved. But at the end of the day, you know, we get there, we're rehearsing. The rehearsals, we ran 2 rehearsals, they were perfect. And I got to the door and I thought, if this doesn't work, if the candles aren't on, or the dry ice doesn't come out, or somebody doesn't go on cue, all I have to do is ask her one question. She's got one thing to say.
Hopefully she says yes. I'm sure she will. Even if she doesn't mean it, she's going to say yes,
Right.
at least for tonight.
Tell me
she's
later.
not going to wreck the movie. Of course she's going to say yes.
Perfect.
That's the name of the song, by the way. Have you heard the song?
I did.
I cried when I heard the music.
The song, the song was just beautiful. And so connecting to them.
We need to make sure there is no noise while I'm asking the big question for
So
the camera.
I am flabbergasted. I'm proud. I don't know how I got all the people, Gary Zender and all these people in line to pull this thing off and do it at the high school. It was like, he must have pulled in some favors. He's amazing. The whole thing was done so crisp and clean.
Jody and I met on that stage. So going back to that place was important. So the fact that Fridley High School was willing to jump in and participate was fantastic.
I'm very proud to be his father. I can't wait for them to have babies.
To be honest, when we were in the actual proposal, it was completely off timing. Things were not happening the way that they did in rehearsal, which was perfect.
Yes.